So we're on the sixth day on course on communication skill, right? How many of you attended my classes earlier? Any other classes? Okay. Which session? Morning? Today morning. Okay. Only 3? 1, 2, 3. That's all? Okay. Which course? Last month. Okay. I am Dr. Shashi Kumar. I joined Ramakrishna with its activities for last 10 years. I am with most of the programs. Basically, a scientist in Department of Space. Just left my job 2 months back. Took my retirement. It's I think, after personality development course in Ramakrishna, the most opted course, most sought course, maximum attendance is on communication skill. Why do you keep these chairs vacant? You want to run away very fast, sitting closer to or you like to sit behind the girls only? Why can't you move to this seat? Sir, vacant chairs. Some people don't listen even after saying, you don't want to move. There are many chairs vacant here. Not comfortable with this? You want to see whether the lecture is boring so that run away from that. No problem. If you are sitting in the front also, you can run away. Okay, you had many sessions on communication skill, right? What are the subjects covered already? Anyone who lift the hand and then give me one title, somebody else lift the hand and somebody else will tell the other title. Don't refer back, it should be in your manas.
Importance of language.
Pardon?
Importance of language.
Importance of language, that's one. Okay, next.
Types of communication.
Types of communication. What is types of communication?
Soft skills and hard skills. Two kinds.
What is hard skill?
Hard skills are technical, whatever is certified skills.
What is certified skill?
Whatever academic things were there, our graduation, our qualifications, all these things are under hard skills.
That is communication skill?
No, it was just categorized as two.
Okay.
Madam from Usmania University has taken that part and it has just categorized and she took it.
Okay. What else? One is language, body language. Then somebody raised the hand. I think you are very bad in communication, or I am very bad in communication. I am just testing how do you generally respond. I just asked if somebody wanted to give an answer, please raise the hand. Rest of the people will not talk, right? Did I tell you that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Not enough?
Yes.
Not enough?
Yes.
Having asked so, having said so, you are just talking without even raising the hand. Means what? You are not following a language, right? Or something wrong with you or something wrong with me. Tell me, you have got only 3 topics now. One is language, second is body language, third is lift the hands and say, I said. Yeah. Vocabulary is one. So it is different from language? Those who want to answer, lift the hand. Since you have asked, lift the hand, I am asking you only. Is it different from vocabulary? Language is different from vocabulary. Okay. Anybody else? Anything else? So this is how you learn. 6 days you have learned. You don't know what you have learned. So what is the point in spending 1 more hour? You don't even remember what others have said. Tell me. This is a communication skill class, right? And I am asking, you can't answer. There is no point in attending this class and going off. Tell me, who is going to answer? Very fast. Yeah.
Art of public speaking.
Art of public speaking. Done? That's all? Anything more? What are the different points? Not forget about the title of the subject. But what points you have learned in last 5 days?
LSW skills.
Lift your hands full, be smart, and then give me the answer. Yeah.
LSW skills.
What is that?
LSW.
What is the LSW?
Listening, speaking, writing, and reading.
Okay. Then what else? Huh.
Communication skills, verbal and non-verbal. Verbal is taking 7%, non-verbal body language 93%.
Exactly 93%. And who spoke to you on this? Did they dance really on the stage? Or Madam danced on the stage or was talking to you without body language? Tell me. Very difficult to categorize 7%, 93% and all that. Okay. Next.
How do you lose on stage fear?
Come here. Come here. Good word, sir. What is the difference between public speaking and stage fear?
Stage fear in the sense when there is a fear in the mind
Okay.
to come on
Public
stage.
speaking is what?
Public speaking. We can sit over there and we can speak out.
That is become public speaking? You have stage fear, no? No? Okay, good. Good. Public speaking and stage fear are different. I want to categorize it. I want to know what the answer will be. Through All India Radio, you can talk to people. Through TV, you can talk to people. They are only seeing camera. It becomes a public speaking, but not on the stage facing the people directly, right? So that is different. Earlier it was not different, but because of electronic media, it becomes different. Okay, now tell me. That's all?
Communication is the limitation.
Communication is the limitation. Imitation. Who is imitating whom? In front of others, who is imitating whom?
Whom we are communicating.
Yeah.
We should give the exact response.
You have to give the exact response. Are you giving? Are you giving the response or what? Okay, then.
We were told about how to speak generally with our people, with our friends, with our family and surroundings without hurting their feelings and respecting the other person's feelings.
Okay, how is it different from public speaking and stage fear and all that?
This is interpersonal relationship when compared to those two things.
Okay.
Public speaking is we face some people and we just talk.
When you talk to your parents, you don't face them?
It's not a public speaking because we are talking specifically to our parents or to our friends.
Okay, so what is the difference there?
We were told about specifically that we have to particularly take very much care while having the interpersonal relationship. We should give respect to the other person while talking. We should be loud when we are talking to the other person. People should love to come to us after talking to us once.
That is always true.
That was what we were told.
Okay. Next, anything else?
Importance of speaking.
You have to remind me something at the end, okay? Again. Yeah.
Importance of speaking.
Importance of
Speaking.
speaking. Okay.
In that we have to follow the attraction. While we speaking, we need to attract the listeners.
Okay.
And we have to how to maintain the bridge between speaker and listener. And we have to prepare the content what we are going to speak.
Okay.
And we have to give the direction after we complete our speech.
Okay.
In which direction they want to.
Okay. Do you follow this in the house? Now you have given talking to your family as a communication skill, and now he says you have to prepare the content, put in format. Do you do that?
That's all relating to public speaking. But this one, when it comes to our interpersonal relationship, we have to think in our mind. We
Okay.
have to think twice before talking anything so that we not hurt them.
I am driving you to something, so I want you to be explicit. I am asking you, what is that? Is there a difference between public speaking and talking to your family?
Yeah, there is a...
Do you have stage fear talking to your family?
No.
Do you have tension?
No.
Do you have body language problem?
No.
Do you have language problem?
That's not conversation.
Yes, that's what I want. So you don't get confused between conversation and communication. Under communication, never talking to family, friends is included. You understood the difference? When I am talking to someone at home, I don't have to prepare a content and present it. We will talk about today Bandhu was not successful. And somebody says Telangana issue is very bad. You see your parents' face and see they are not interested in this. Then they will talk about Chiranjeevi was a good actor. You mix many things and then talk each other. Don't you? Seeing their interest, you don't have to attract their interest. Seeing their interest, you keep changing the subject. Don't you do that? And sometimes they are not interested, you will change the subject again. And they will start arguing, you will start arguing back. After 2 hours, what did you speak? Nothing, no content. So that is conversation. We are very good in conversation. We use a lot of body language while conversing with the people. Good language. Language doesn't mean English, it also means any language. So if you are good in using language, expressing things, verbal, everything is there in conversation. What is extra or what it makes difference in communication from conversation? What is it? Vocabulary. The number of words which you use could be entirely different when you don't have to change your vocabulary when you are talking. Do you have to? When you use Telugu at home, when you have a subject to talk on the topic on a stage, do you change the vocabulary? Do you change the style? No? He has given the answer. Preparation. So communication skill need preparation. Conversation don't require preparation. So if you have to say what is required for communication skill, what is the first requirement? Collection of information, awareness. For getting that, you may have to listen, or you have to read, you have to look at things around. So the first thing, if you want to be a good communicator, we are talking about only verbal communication. Given a topic, you must be able to present. In an interview, you must be able to present. When somebody asks you a question, you must be able to answer. All these in the formatted one, not non-formatted one. Formatted one. What is required is you must have sufficient information, data with you. If you don't have information and data, you have a lot of vocabulary, you have a lot of language, what do you say? You can't write, no? So what is first thing required for communication skill? Knowledge. Okay, first thing what you require to communicate is you should have sufficient knowledge. Do you have sufficient knowledge? No, you have sufficient knowledge on different topics you have. Then next step is how to present it. Content is important. There are some politicians who speak to you for 2 hours. End of 2 hours, you think what he spoke? All gas only, nothing will be there, right? Do you call it as communication? It's all formatted, vocabulary is there, wonderful vocabulary will be there. But the end of the session, do you remember? Do you remember? You don't remember anything because there was no content. So maximum importance is on content. If you don't have content, a lot of body language, a lot of vocabulary, but does it make? There are people who argue content is 70%, 30% is presentation. Some people say 30% content, 70%. It's undefined. You can't say which is correct. It all depends on whether you are talking to, or I will put it in another style, to whom you are. Assume I am talking to small LKG kids. Content will be less, but presentation will be more. I will have to have a lot of body language. Do you think that when you talk to senior most IAS officers, when you present a paper, you will have a lot of body language? So in communication, maximum importance is given to whom you are communicating. First, content is ready. I have content. Yes, I am going to talk about communication skill. Am I talking to Ramakrishna Mutt, people who are coming in the youth, or am I talking to professors in language? Am I talking to English professors? Do I say the same style or some other style? Some other style. If I am talking to young kids, will I use the same style? Now, even your language selection comes after whom you are talking. Assume I am talking to people who don't understand English. Will I talk in English? So, what is important? After content, without content, you cannot go and stand anywhere. First thing. Once content is ready, next, to whom you should tell. Whether they understand your language. Do you think if when I speak to audience of English literature, I teach English literature people on communicative English. When I teach, do I use the similar language or use a separate language? I change my accent because they speak better English. So it all depends on to whom you are communicating. Second, you have data, then to whom you are telling. If it is small kids, probably I will have to use some pictures. If you want to show somebody, you should use colors. But you don't have to use it when you are talking to, even when you do it, you know that when I teach on multimedia, how to make a PowerPoint presentations, I will tell which color is to be used. If it is small kids, only primary colors, RGB is to be used. If it is feminine, ladies club, I have to make a presentation. The colors which are loved by ladies have to be used. There are colors which will be liked by ladies. If it is for sports people, then you should use a different font. If it is for aristocratic executive style, the font, why in a micro word software, when they give the word software, you have seen different font, right? Why do they give it? You can see stylish one, you can see different font. Why do they give it? Because for each people, the presentation when it is made, it's orthodox is there. One font, right? If I am talking to orthodox people, I should use that. So it's important to change your presentation. Depends on the audience. So second important is the audience. Third comes your language. And once you select the language, the presentation style have to be decided. In presentation style is what you call as body language, phonetics, vocabulary, all that. Whether you want a PowerPoint, whether you want to use only text. You want the sequence in which you want to use this? First is text, only verbal. Right? Second one, assume I am going to talk about the economic problem in India. The growth from last 20 years. I can, graph. Understood? Table, graph. Your presentation becomes better only when you use table and graph. The tools which is to be used is entirely different. Now assume I have to talk about simple pendulum. In a physics, should I use? What do I use? I take a thread, show this experiment, right? So what I am doing? I am simulating it. I can do it on computer or I can show it straight like this. So assume I am talking about different birds. How do they chirp? How do they make sound? Should I do a mimicry in the class or I get a audio recorded? Audio recorded. So if you want to communicate well, sometimes you use audio, video. That's called multimedia. You can, simulation will be shown, animation will be shown. So this is the stage in which you do this. First is text, graph, table, etc. Third one could be video, audio, etc. Fourth will be animation, simulation, etc. So once you put all them together, your communication, presentations become better. Can you do all this without content, without knowledge? So what is important? Knowledge is important. Am I talking about the simple pendulum to physics students or In a Ramakrishna Math for ashram, for philosophy, for Swamijis. Depends on that, I will change the content. Knowledge in simple pendulum is same. There is a lot of philosophy which can be learned. I am a psychotherapist. When I talk on simple pendulum, I am a physicist turned into psychotherapist. So when I talk about physics also, I understand psychology inside that. You know that there is a nice experiment which can be conducted. You take a simple pendulum. Okay? How do you make it? Take a thread, take a safety pin or something, tie it there, pull it there, it starts tilting like this. Yes? That's called a simple pendulum. Very simple mechanism. Now below that, you keep a magnet. You can see the simple pendulum changes its movement and then it starts vibrating orthogonally, just opposite direction, and it becomes a simple pendulum in the opposite direction. Okay, it says any simple harmonic motion becomes chaotic when it is influenced by another external force, and after some time the chaotic motion, chaotic means it will start even rotating sometime. It will not have any direction, it will start rotating in different directions and playing too much, and after some time the chaotic motion becomes simple harmonic motion in a different direction. This is a basic physics theorem. You know why did I say this? This is a simple harmonic motion, but accidentally it came to me that how do I teach simple harmonic motion to a Swamiji's group, right? Now I am trying to justify it. Many people just live life like this, go to college, come back. Correct? Routine, mechanical life, boring life. Now how do you change this boring life? Put an external force. And then what will happen? You will get disturbed. Assume you get a guest in your house. Few days you will get disturbed, right? And after some time, that disturbed life becomes your routine life. Very simple, no? This is from simple harmonic motion. How do you translate it to life? Did you follow this perfectly well? Did I teach physics here? No. Did I communicate well? Can I communicate this without showing my actions and hands? Did I show more or less? Exactly what is required, right? That's communication. How can I talk about simple harmonic motion? In life, how does it influence? Because I have learned both. If I have knowledge only about simple harmonic motion, you ask any physics people who took a PhD in physics, explain simple harmonic motion, they will explain simple harmonic motion, but nothing more than that. Since I have two things together, I started comparing it and showing in front of you, right? So what is basically you require? Knowledge. Second one, you need to have vocabulary, language. Not too much, little bit. Every one of us will learn 6,000 words by 6 years. Not exactly 6,000. It can be 5,998 also. Don't think like that, okay? It's only an average. Around 6,000 words you learn. In 12 years to come, that means up to 18 years, you will learn another 6,000 words. In the whole of life rest, you will learn only 6,000 words. Not more than 20,000 words generally. But you can change your vocabulary and add many more if you slightly struggle a little more on that. Once you know one language, another language becomes only connecting each other and learning. You know Telugu people, right? How many of you are Telugu? All of you are Telugu. I am not Telugu, I am from Kerala. Okay. Any Kannadigas? No? Tamil? Many people did not raise hand because they don't understand whether they are Telugu or not. You know? They are thinking. Response time is very bad. How many of you are Telugu people? Raise your full hands. I am seeing few people. She didn't lift the hand when I asked the first time, right? Yeah, good. Once you know Telugu, Kannada is very easy. How many of you tried this? Correct, no? Your script remains same. If you raise Shashi, that top one, if you remove, that becomes Kannada letter. Very easy. Now if somebody asks you, do you know how to write Kannada? Very easy. But you have never tried it. Yes? Tamil learning is very easy. I studied Tamil when I was in 7th class. Just for fun. You know why? They don't distinguish ka, kha, ga, kha. It is only ka. Cha, cha, ja, ja. It is only cha. Sha and cha, they don't know difference. So if they write my name, Shashi Kumar, they will write Chachi Kumar because Cha and Cha is same for them. Very easy, no? You don't have too many letters to learn. If you write Shivaji Ganeshan and if you don't know how to read it, you will read it as Shivaji Ganeshan. So they don't distinguish this. It's very easy to read and write. I remember I learned when I was in 7th class. And all languages are very, very similar. I am from Kerala, Malayalam. Avide, ivide, ivide, ange, inge, alli, illi, illi, akade, ikkade, udar, idar, kidar. Here, there, there. Very easy. So once you know one language, connecting to other language is not difficult. There is one problem when you learn English. For many people, English is a big problem. You want to improve your English? Simplest way is to talk in English. One difficult way is every day read newspaper thoroughly. Don't just read newspaper. Main news, at least headings and main news, translate into Telugu. Okay? And take the Telugu paper, read and see whether your translation is perfect or not. Simplest way. Every day do it for half an hour, you will become wonderful in English within 1 month. Guaranteed. Do it half an hour every day. 15 hours, half an hour into 30. 15 hours if you do it, you will know better. But don't do it in a single day. 15 hours. And use those words and tell somebody that what did you read in English to somebody else. That also should be that. I used to do special course to people on improving their language. You don't have to spend more money and time. Just read, talk to people. Very simple. You want to improve your language, not necessarily to gain it, improve it, that's the best way. Read. I remember I used to write a lot of letters to papers, letter to editor, no? My fun used to be writing letter to editor on every problem which I see on the road. It's not to change the society. It's a test to know whether my letter will be accepted or not. If your language is good, they will accept it. Content is good, they will accept it. I used to write on everything. And every week, there is one prize. The best letter of the week, those days. And I used to get 100 rupees those days, 20 years back. Almost every day, Deccan Chronicle office I go, collect 100 rupees, go to some other office, collect 100 rupees. It's very easy. Take some subject, write it. How does it matter? Today you have email. Just email to the editor. But if you want to email, you want to improve you want to think about the different topics, right? Every day you have to write, you have to think of different topics. Your general knowledge will increase. You will keep reading paper because you want to see whether yours have come in the paper or not. At least for that you will read the paper. And you will start reading letter to editor. So you will learn language of different people. Because different people will write there. You will learn how to write. Best way is going through paper and try to read as much as you want. I used to tell, if you want to improve your general knowledge, look at the newspaper, read advertisements a lot. If you read camera advertisement, you will see 3x. What is 3x? Megapixel. What is megapixel? Keep asking questions, You will see some advertisement, somewhere microbiology seats are vacant. Then you will see nanotechnology is vacant. Think, what is microbiology? What is nanotechnology? Why is it called micro? This is called nano. Do you think? Why God has given this unnecessary Uttar Pradesh not working? Think. If you don't use your brain, you don't stretch. Elasticity will lose for every rubber band. If you don't use your brain, you will lose elasticity. Your brain will not function after some time. Keep on thinking, learn as much as you can. No boundaries on subjects. Everything as you can. You will enjoy. If you have got abandoned knowledge with you, then communication become very, very simple for you. Why people are scared? Because they don't have knowledge. Very simple, right? If you have knowledge, do you get scared? And you want confidence building class without having knowledge. You want stage fear should be avoided. Your leg should not shiver. Tie it somewhere and then stand there. What is the use? You should have something to say, right? I'm sure if you have knowledge, you'll be able to present well. Yes, Some people have got psychological problems. Why? Because you don't practice. Very simple. Now you have sufficient knowledge, but you don't know how to present it. Knowledge is not enough. What is required is skill. I used to have. How many of you are BTech students? But you are not tucked in here. BTech. I used to ask, how many of you are mechanical engineering students? Yeah, one. Do you know how to repair a scooter? Yeah, I don't know. I am a mechanical engineer. I don't know how to repair a scooter. I know only to repair big machines. Which big machine you have seen? I am yet to see in my life. Ask electrical engineers. How many electrical engineers? Yeah. Do you know how many wires go in the main switch? I never seen that. How many of you are electronics engineers? Do you know how to repair a small electronic recorder? Have you ever opened it and seen? See, the fate you call yourself professional. I'm not trying to joke. You don't have skill, you have only knowledge. But a small mechanic who runs a mechanical shop have got a skill, but he has no knowledge. Can you mix it together? You become wonderful. I have got an organization called Shiksha, started with my engineering college students. You know what we do? We take the mechanic shop fellow, take it to mechanical engineers, ask him to remove all the spare parts and show how to repair it. And a mechanical engineer repairing it will become much more professional, right? You will enjoy it. I remember when I asked this question, electrical engineers, how many wires goes? He said, sir, I don't know. After 2 weeks, we had another course in which he came and expressed his thrill of seeing wires going inside. He thought only 2 wires, neutral and phase. He saw many wires are there. But anyway, he got sufficient scolding from father because as he touched, the power failed. Something burned here and there. But doesn't matter, that's how you should learn, right? You pay 1 lakh rupees to electrical engineering, and for your house to repair a small, people don't even change their bulb, in the house. Electrical BTech fellow, I don't know. You ask how much a tube light cost? No, I don't know idea, sir. I have not purchased. And tomorrow you are supposed to do a budgeting for a transformer yard. Great. Is it not? I am not an electrical engineer. But I will try to repair whatever house items I have. Let it be a mixie or a fan or anything. At least, learn, open it up and then try. If it goes waste, it doesn't matter. Let some few, trial on that. If something does not work, throw it, it's a learning for you. It's a costly business, but you do it. I think skill is more important than knowledge. You have knowledge unless you tell somebody else, that knowledge becomes useless. How do you tell it? Only when, in English there is only knowledge, but in Sanskrit we have Jnanam and Vijnanam. We added to Jnanam is called Vijnanam. What is extra? What is extra? That becomes purified. It becomes yours. It becomes wisdom inside that, ethics inside that, morality inside that. Such knowledge which are useful for society is called Vijnanam. Every human being will have Jnanam, but Vijnanam only few people will have. Higher grade. And once you have this, you use it for people, that becomes experience. Use how? A teacher who teaches, you have a communication skill, wonderful. You can see some of the teachers who teach 7th class mathematics. For last 30 years, 7th class mathematics. You ask them to take some other class, start shivering. You ask them to come to the stage to say welcome to somebody else, doesn't happen. They don't have fear. For what? Talking to 7th class students, mathematics only. You ask them to tell something else, they will not be able to. I teach teachers. I have more than 3 lakhs of teachers as my students. More than 7 lakhs of students as my students. I pull them sometime. Ask them to do something on the stage. Finished. I said, you are teacher, you are facing many people, but can't you, same subject, I will ask them to teach the teachers. See, in the teacher session, there will be 60 teachers from the school. Instead of teaching the students, you teach these teachers. No? Finished, they can't do it. For different people, different time, different audience, different places with a different culture, you present it, that becomes experience. Communication skill I teach. Every time when I teach, I record it. You know why? Every time I teach different style. If maybe because I am doing the same thing, next week again I will have to teach 30-40%, 60% sometime overlap. But if 20% overlap is, if I can't avoid, I don't enjoy it. That's why I record. Because most of the time what comes, now just now I given some example of simple pendulum which I never thought in my life. It's a rare chance to get something out of the brain without thinking. How could I get it? It's not knowledge, skill, learned thing which I am presenting. When you learn something, mug up and then try to vomit it, that becomes mechanical again. Do you think what I am speaking comes from my manas, from the heart or from the buddhi? With feelings internally, it gets generated. It's a creative teaching, right? It's not what I learned in some textbook trying to tell this, which I have prepared some PowerPoint presentation, come and tell you the same thing. No. It just become creative. So a good communicator is a person who is more creative. You will say something great about him because he enjoys it. Otherwise it becomes mechanical. You be creative. You have knowledge, you know to whom you are teaching, you have the content, you have the vocabulary, everything is there. But still it will become boring. If you want to make it attractive, what is required? You must be creative. It should come from your heart. You know, in Bharatiya Tattva Shastram, in Bharatiya knowledge, the Deva Sankalpam we have. Who is the minister for knowledge? Mistress for knowledge? Saraswati, right? Saraswati is the goddess of knowledge. Who is her husband? Brahma. You know what is Brahma's job? Creativity. Yes? If you have knowledge and if you are not creative, it is as good as you have Saraswati with you, but you are not keeping Brahma with you. What will Brahma do? Brahma will take his wife away. Your knowledge will go waste. You want to be knowledgeable, you want to express your ideas and be more creative, your knowledge will improve. Wherever Brahma is there, knowledge will come. So don't take only Saraswati, take Brahma also along with you. Hridaya guhara madhye kevalam Brahma matram. And where does it come, creativity? It does not come from the brain, it comes from the Hridaya. Hridaya guhara madhye kevalam Brahma matram, Ramana Maharshi says. Inside your heart, you keep the knowledge, it becomes creative. If you keep your knowledge in the brain, that becomes only mugging up. And you will forget as soon as you write the exam. Many people forget their knowledge as soon as you write the exam, right? Do you remember what I have done experiments. I don't talk from air. Whatever I have experimented only from my experience only I talk. I have taken same question paper answered by brilliant students in a class. Soon after examination is over, give them ice cream, chocolate, cool drinks, everything. Give the same question paper, ask them to write again, they fail. You know why? You read, write and then brush up. Clean manas, right? Do you remember all the topic what you have learned in your life? Why? You have not learned it in the heart, you have learned it in the brain. As soon as you write it, your disk is clean. Is it not shame? Give me the same question paper which I wrote for my MSc for maybe 27, 28 years back. Guarantee that I will get little more marks than what I got on those days. I learned it with the full heart. Thoroughly I have learned it. I taught many students. As soon as the class is over, the teacher goes I take the chalk, go to the board and say what did the teacher taught in the class. Repeat the same thing for all the students. You know why? That is the best way to learn. So I started teaching my own BSc classmates when I was doing BSc mathematics. As soon as the teacher goes out, I will go with the chalk and tell what the teacher taught you. If I have to do it, don't you have to listen? Your listening capability becomes wonderful only when you prepare yourself to present. You want to tell someone what you have learned? You will have to listen more. And many people have problem for listening. I am a psychotherapist. Most of the students come to me, sir, no concentration. Do you have that problem? All of you have this problem, right? Wonderful, your brain is working. If it is not working, this problem will not be there. How do you get rid of this problem? You want to get rid of this problem? Must agree that you have this problem? Yes. You are wrong. You don't have concentration problem. It's only you are pretending you have concentration problem. Morning also you attended the class. I have to repeat it here. Now when you see a movie, you see how beautiful the movie communicates to you. When you see a movie, in 1 second 100 frames will come on the screen. Yes? In 1 minute 6,000 frames comes to your movie screen. In 1 hour 3,60,000 frames will come. 3,60,000 pictures are put on the screen. In 2 hours, minimum 2 hours movie, 7,20,000 pictures in front of you. Take one picture, print a poster. When you see the poster, do you think which movie is this here? Do you have any doubt on this? All on a sudden you will be able to say, yeah. Do you think your brain is bad? 7,20,000 pictures you can by heart. Don't have to show the full sari. Some piece is enough. You will tell, oh, this belongs to this cinema, this scene, right? Great brain. And you say this brain have no concentration. Yes, it is true that you have no concentration when you read. Why? Because you have no interest. You are not able to listen because it's not interesting to you. When I teach teachers, I used to tell all the teachers are beggars. You know why? Every teacher will say, please listen, please listen, please listen. A teacher who beg the listening capability of the students are the worst teachers in the world. Very bad, no? Somebody has to say, please listen. Can you imagine how bad is that? And the last month, the largest student single group which I had was 3,800 students in Hyderabad. Not even single time I have to say, keep quiet. No. They will keep quiet. Why should I ask them to keep quiet? Why I have to tell somebody keep quiet? Because I am not telling them something, they are not listening. If I have something to say and they have to listen, I don't have to say keep quiet. Should I? Largest audience of teachers was 3,000 teachers in Tamil Nadu. On the Teachers' Day, I was the chief guest. I was asked to speak. I said, no, I will not speak for inauguration. If you want, I will come to Tamil Nadu, but you must give me full day session. How many hours? As many hours as I will take. Started morning 10 o'clock, went up to 6 o'clock because 6:45 was my train. The other day I was talking to hotel management students. They wanted an extended class. I said, extended, how much I can extend? Sir, as much as you want. Guaranteed? Everybody said, yes sir. Wonderful, very good. Get ready, no sleep today, I said. Morning 10 o'clock it started, end up next day 5 o'clock morning. You know why did I stop? Because I have to catch the train to reach the other venue where I have to talk at 9 o'clock. 4 hours travel is exactly what I want. When I stopped at 5 o'clock, my students said, sir, please continue. I never said, please listen, please listen. You make your class so attractive so that they will come to you. How can you do that? You must be creative, you must be different. It should come from your heart, not from the brain. Never by heart something. Make that jnanam of yours. Experience it. How do you experience? Different venue, different place, different topics. Then you become Paka. Can you? Yes, each one of you can. Do you think you can't? The other day, I remember when I was in Anandapur, I have 200 student volunteers. 200 volunteers of mine. So I give a special training to them on how to become publicly more active. Not necessarily public speaker. Everybody cannot become a public speaker. You don't have to be. There is one person at the first day, lunchtime when I went out, he came and said, when I was in 6th class, 7th class, 8th class and all, I used to sing fantastic ghazals and all that. He's a Muslim. Nice, fantastic ghazals I sing. But now I wanted to sing, but when I come to stage, no, nothing in my brain, washed out. I'm not able to remember anything. Something. He was literally crying. All his friends said, sir, he has got some severe problem. We pulled him actually, otherwise he will not come for such classes also. I said, come, don't worry. I just did not call him. He was sitting in the audience. After some time after the class, I just called him and asked him to sit here. I did not ask him to sing, asked him to sit here. For some time I kept on talking when my class was happening. Then I said, he is going to sing a song. Gave him the mic, he sang a song. It was more thrilling for his friends than for him. I could see each one of his friends was in tears. Because each one of them know, he was a BTech student, 3rd year student. So last 3 years, before that +1, +2, 5 years, most of them know this man and he could never sing. And he sang. It just happens. How does it happen? Not forcing yourself, become natural to that. You don't have to perform. You be with the audience. Face them some. At least facing is perfect, then you can do it. Face. How do you get it? Easy. I was talking on a topic where you should not have ego. If somebody thinks bad or good about you, doesn't matter. Each one of us are great. Never think that I am not good, I am not good, I am not good, I am not good. If I am not good, what is the problem? You have to improve. When to start? Now. See, as small kids, when somebody comes to the house, the parents will sing a song. You will start singing before they say. The same person when they grow up, no. Why? You think that you have a large ego. If I don't do correct, somebody else will come in. How does it matter? How does it matter? Somewhere you have to start beginning, right? So begin. Whenever you get an opportunity, jump. Never hesitate. Use opportunities. Whenever you want, use opportunities. Ready? Not enough? Yes. Whatever capability you have, you must use it thoroughly. Presence of mind is very, very essential to become a good speaker. It's nice to give talk. You can just run away. Somebody ask a question. You know that Einstein story? No Einstein story? Einstein was a good presenter. He makes wonderful presentation on his invention. But one invention, everywhere same presentation. Can he become so creative changing his presentation? In technology and science, you can't change your presentation much. Same. You can see Chinmaya Mission Swamiji's and all sometimes. Same smile, same full stop, same comma, same joke, same smile. Because they keep on repeating the same thing, right? Nothing new, innovative. Einstein also used to do the same style every time. But many places he is new. Audience do not know who is Einstein. Once when his driver was taking him for a talk, driver said, "Sir, you are boring, sir." Why? Same place, same thing. Only audience are different. But I am listening every time now. It's so boring. It's so easy to talk. Because you same thing you are talking. Einstein got a joke. He said, "Why can't you talk today?" Yeah? Because you heard me many times, you can repeat the same thing, no? Driver said, "What is that? It's so easy. I will make a presentation today." Einstein became the driver became Einstein. And driver was invited and then he went to the stage, made wonderful presentation. Einstein was wondering, oh great. But end of the session, somebody asked a question. Questions are different, right? What do you do? Simple question, yeah, my driver can answer. Answer it. Very simple. You have to be creative, that's all. That is creativity. More than knowledge, what you need is creative. Presence of mind, instant answer should come. Many people, when they ask question in the interview board, no? After they come out, yeah, I knew that, yeah, but nothing comes there. When I see them, no, I got scared. Why you are scared? If you don't get a job, why do you worry about them? If you don't get a job, they are all strangers to you. If you get a job, why do you worry about them? Both way you don't have to worry, right? See, I was a scientist, I never became a teacher. I only give guest lectures in many places. But that do not qualify you to call yourself as a professor or teacher or lecturer or reader. I went for a director's post in a university, where teachers training college director post. Who is going? A person who never become a teacher in the life is wanted to become director of a teachers training center. Imagine how somebody can tolerate it. But somehow they called me for interview. Because the advertisement says teaching bar research experience. And I have research experience of 15 years that time. I went there. Before going, I studied who is the panel of interviewers. 3 vice chancellors are there. So I know who could come. All the neighboring vice chancellors' biodata I picked up from all the websites. By heart at all their biodata. One person who is the chairman for which university I am going, he was a glaciologist. He used to write in Deccan Chronicle about higher education, wonderful articles. I collected all of them, read thoroughly what he knows. Went there. From the site we can get their pictures, right? So I identified, okay, this is Calicut University, this is Mahatma Gandhi University, this is some other university. All the people are known to me, except 3-4 fellows, because they are not that famous. If you satisfy the chairman and 2 fellows, they will get the job. So first question from the chairman, who is the vice chancellor, he asked me, why did you come for the job where you are paid more in government, central government to state government? State government's pay salary is less. Why did you come for the job? I just smiled at him and asked, sir, have you decided to give me the job? Because you are asking me, why did you come for the job? I thought I came for the interview. You understood the difference? He thought, okay, this man is slightly dangerous. He changed his terminology and said, why did you come for interview? Sir, 150 rupees application form, 3 vice chancellors in front of me. To get an appointment with vice chancellor is very difficult, right? Now 3 vice chancellors, continuously I am getting appointment for half an hour for 150 rupees, very cheap. You know why? I was sure I will not get the job. But after they interviewed, they found that this man is slightly different. He asked me, as academic staff college director, what you will plan to do? I know this is what they will ask because I sat in interview board many times. I have interviewed many people. What they can ask is known to me. By heart at things is there, I just presented. These are all what I planned. A paper also is given. Sir, your answer is here. How do you know this is the question? Sir, I know what you will ask. Because I have prepared the answer, right? And to tell this, it takes more time, but you read this. Either you appoint me or not, you take it. Because if somebody else comes, you can give it to him and ask him to implement all this. This is the best way to run an organization. I gave all that to him. He said, okay, you must make a difference. He has given me appointment. Try. Prepare well. When you go for a job, know the interview board for what post you are going. Prepare thoroughly. Then if you don't get also, you have no regret. You have done it well. At the end of the day, you must be able to say, yes, I have done it well. You must be able to tell. That's more important. At the end of the class, I must feel, oh, I have done it today well. Last week I took class. Maybe last month I took class. But today I have taken class. Have I not improved? Some people attend my class again and again, same communication skill. I asked, you are attending 3rd time, yeah? Why you are attending? Have you not improved? Sir, I will never improve, I know. But I want to know whether you have improved or not. See, at least we should have improvement. You know? As teachers, we should have improvement. Enjoy every moment while presenting. Make it a life of enjoyment. Attending interview is a good joke. Is it not? At least you attend many interviews, you don't get a job, doesn't matter, yeah. You can prepare people for attending interviews. You can write on the board, attended 100 interviews, experienced in attending interviews. Therefore you can train people. Correct, no? Many people coach people for IAS training. Why they did not get IAS? They have tried many times, they did not get. Therefore, they coach people for IAS. If they already got, they could have become collector now. Correct? They write, they won't get it. They will train people to become. Somebody speaks on wonderfully well on public speaking. You ask him to speak publicly, only he can teach public speaking, but public speaking will not come to him. So I think you should change. Get sufficient knowledge, put it into format, decide what you wanted to do. Vocabulary, language and all will come. It's a God gift. Saraswati will come on your tongue, provided you have got a clean mind. Once you get tensed, you can't do it. So decide that you can do it. How many of you can talk about any given topic for half an hour?
We have to prepare on the topic. Then
You tell me which topic you can talk now without a preparation. You are ready.
I can talk about myself.
You can talk about yourself.
Yeah. I can introduce myself to the audience.
Come. You have 2 minutes, not half an hour.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Come, jump here.
Fine.
What's your name?
Bharti, sir.
Eh?
Bharti.
I thought Bharati sir. Some people are Sir Sri
I was
Isaac
just
Newton.
giving respect.
I thought Sir Isaac Newton and all that. No, sir, she has got Bharati sir. Okay.
Dear friends, my name is Bharti. I am doing CS. I came to Hyderabad 1 year back for doing CS course. And after my results, I just wanted a motivation with respect to my self-development. So I joined in Ramakrishna. I'm very happy to be here with all of you. And I learned a lot of things after coming here. When I was about to come here and when I was about to join this course, so many people asked me why I was coming here and why I was joining, because I was already trained in some aspects like communication skills and personality development course and confidence building course. I have attended all these three courses, but I believe that I know that I don't know some things, and whatever it is, even if it is a communication class, I know that I know some bit of communication skills, but it is not enough. Every place and every venue will teach you something new, and I wanted to learn those new things which I don't know. That's what that is the reason why I came here, and I thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Just wait. You said you are going to talk about
Myself.
yourself.
Yeah.
What did you talk about?
I told them about all the things, whatever it is.
What did you talk now?
I told about my name.
Where is she coming from? She said she is coming from somewhere, right? Many times she repeated. Did she say where she is coming from? Is it a half information or full information? You have done it wonderfully well. She has done it wonderfully well. I am sure half of you cannot do this. Okay, I am not trying to criticize her. She has done it very good. But what happens most of the time is, if you want to give a title for what you spoke now, what you will give?
It's about why I came to
Yeah,
classes.
you spoke about why you came here, but you came here to talk about
About myself.
yourself.
Yeah.
You lost the main track, you took a sub track. Did it not?
Yeah.
This is what happens when you go to a stage. You understood?
Yes.
But you can
We need to prepare.
Wonderful. Very simple. And I know most of the time when I pick up people, this is what happens to them. Let it be anything, any topic. You take any topic, this is what happens to you. You know why? Because you don't have a divergent thinking, you don't prepare. Now, did I speak about communication skill in an overall way? What is my content today? Communication require data, communication require creativity. Did I not put in the structure? Now you have to have a structure in your mind. Try to present it in 1 hour. That's more important. Now take a page, draw a circle in the center of your page. Like a small kid in the LKG or nursery who draw sun. How do they draw sun? Different rays on all directions, right? Draw that. In the center you write your name. Which are the different aspects of yours? Your name is one aspect. You can talk about Bharati itself for 3-4 sentences. What does Bharati mean? How did you get the name? Correct, no? Your name itself you can explain perfectly well if you have more time. Your name itself you can explain. Yes or no? Yes. So one factor which you can talk about you is your name. Second one, your academic qualification. Okay. So she spoke that she is doing CS. But what did you do earlier? You never said, right? Academic qualifications you can say. And your origin, native you can say. Another line could be your native, domicile, where you are coming from. Another could be, tell me which are the different parts of your life which you can talk about. About your family you can say. Another one could be family. Next one. What hobbies you have you can talk about. Next what you can. Strength, weakness you can talk about. Then next what you can. Your goal you can talk about. Then what? Relations you can talk about. Your role you can talk about. Achievements you can talk about. Directions you can talk about. Your food taste you can talk about. Your likes and dislikes you can talk about. Your dress pattern you can talk about. Your languages which you know you can talk about. Your biodata what you can talk. All this. Now how many arrows you can fill it up. Think and you see how many arrows you can fill it up. Each one of them can't you make 2-3 sentences? And to you, if somebody asks you to talk about yourself, is it a problem for you? Very simple, right? Let it be any topic in the world. You want nanotechnology? Draw the circle, write nanotechnology, draw different arrows, as many arrows as the LKG son does it. Think, keep on thinking. You want about AC, air conditioner? Right, air conditioner you write AC done. Window, types of air condition, different companies of air condition. Air condition means heater and cooler. What is the mechanism used? Whether it works on liquid, whether it works on other methods of air conditioning. Do you cool it only in the room? Do you cool it inside the different machines also you have got air conditioners. Correct? Different methods of cooling it, different companies, different styles. All the juggler you can write. Think how much you can write. Take different topics and keep doing it. Okay? When you do this, what you are doing is divergent thinking. You become more and more creative. Once you become more creative, then your idea is how much time is given to write, presentation, oral presentation, text presentation. Doesn't mean only verbal, vocal presentation. It could be written also. You are asked to write 6 pages about yourself. You know how to expand it. Now, do you talk about your interest first, hobbies first, or your name first, your tradition first, family first? Number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 subheadings. When you talk about AC, do you talk about the mechanism first, or the model first, or the product first, or marketing first, or the style first, or the invention first? So you know which order you have to write it. Number them accordingly. So you make it in a format. Then decide whether you want to present it in 6 page, 2 page, or paragraph. You want to make a presentation 2 hours talk or 1 hour talk or 10 minutes talk or 1 minute talk. Accordingly subside it. You understood? Then that presentations becomes with creativity, collect subject, presenting it well, becomes formatting, and that is how you should do it. Have you understood what you should do? Close your eyes. Think about all the points which I spoke to you.